what they're up to. How are you coping?
Yeah, no, I'm surprisingly, I'm doing well. We'll get into the nitty gritty, but I just want to say, I think your podcast is serving a lot of people. I think it's serving listeners well because I think this whole pandemic, it's made people feel like they're in a black box. They're dealing with their own problems, and they think they're the only ones dealing with them. But really, we're all going through similar things, and I think podcasts like yours are giving context to a lot of your listeners that everybody's kind of going through the same thing, and generating that like sense of camaraderie that we're all in this together. I think is super important. Even at a really local level, like between you and I, like our lives, just two
Of course.
people,
Yeah.
giving that context, I think is going to be helpful for a lot of folks, because everybody feels like, at least from my perspective, I feel like a lot of people have thought, oh, I'm falling behind, and I see all these people doing great
Hmm.
things.
Yeah.
Um, at least I've gotten some messages from people, and they're saying, you're doing great as a real estate investor. Yeah, I definitely am super grateful for the path I've been
Right.
on, but I've obviously dealt with challenges as well, and I think giving light to those things, especially to people who think that you or I may be ahead of them,
Hmm.
is really helpful, right? Because we're all going through this together. So,
Of course.
anyways.
Yeah, no, I want to just touch on what you said because I'm glad you mentioned it. Is the important thing and why I create content, or why you might create content down the road, with regards to connecting to your audience, is you want to show that vulnerability. You want to show that side where you're just as human as they are. And I always connect it back to, what's a good movie, right? A good movie is where the person you can relate to, you're inspired by, and you can connect on a different level, a human level, right? If everything's portrayed as so perfect as we see with our generation, especially with the highlight reel, as I call it, you lack that grit, you lack that feeling, right, towards them. But
100%.
so with these podcasts, with these vlogs, yeah, that's the intention, guys, is to show you that we're just like you, and we got our own. Me and you, we always were texting when we were keeping up with each other's lives, like what the pitfalls we were going through, or the obstacles. But what we overcame them, and there's going to be even more to come. Right? There's always going to be things that we're going to experience that we're going to share with you guys. Hopefully, you'll take it and be inspired by.